Everyone has their own idea of the safest places in America. Some people picture small towns with quiet streets and friendly neighbors. Others imagine peaceful suburbs, clean parks, and communities where people look out for each other. But when you look past assumptions, past the headlines, past the social media noise, and you focus on the real lifestyle, the real numbers, and the real lived experience, you start to see a very different ranking. Because safety isn't just crime statistics. Safety is peace of mind. It's the comfort of walking outside at night without worry. It's knowing your kids can go to school in a stable, supportive environment. It's the feeling of trust. Trust in the people around you. Trust in your community. And trust that the place you call home is steady, stable, and built to last. Today's list isn't about hype. It's about that real, everyday feeling of security. That deep sense of I'm okay here. My family's okay here. That's the kind of safety that matters most. Some of these states you might expect to see, and others might surprise you completely. But each one earns its spot through a mix of community strength, low crime, healthy neighborhoods, and the kind of lifestyle that supports long-term well-being. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm glad you're joining us. And if you've been here before, thank you. You already know we take our rankings seriously, and we take pride in giving you the truth. Before we get started, drop your prediction for number 1 in the comments. Just your honest guess. No checking Google, no cheating. Let's see how close you get. Alright, let's jump into the top 10. Number 10. Our Rhode Island is the smallest state in the country, but when it comes to safety, it makes a big impression. There's something peaceful about Rhode Island. Maybe it's the ocean breeze, the historic neighborhoods, the calm coastal atmosphere, or the way the cities and towns blend together with almost zero chaos. Rhode Island stands out for low violent crime, strong community involvement, and neighborhoods where people know each other well. Locals say they can walk their dogs at night, go for early morning jogs, and live day-to-day with a sense of ease you might not expect from a northeastern state. People love the walkability, the friendly small towns, and the sense of everyone's connected. There's a warmth to the lifestyle, whether you're in Providence, Warwick, Newport, or one of the tiny coastal communities. But it's not flawless. The biggest drawback is cost of living, especially near the water. Rent and housing can climb fast, and some people feel squeezed. Here's something most people don't know. Rhode Island has invested heavily in community policing over the last decade, and it's one of the reasons their crime numbers have stayed low and stable. A small state, but a strong, safe one. The next one might surprise you. Number 9. Wyoming. Wyoming is one of the most peaceful places you'll ever step into. The air is clean, the skies feel bigger than anywhere else, and people live with a calm, steady rhythm that's hard to find in more crowded states. Wyoming stands out for very low violent crime, and a huge reason for that is simple. There's space. A lot of space. Low population density means low conflict, low pressure, and low tension. Communities are small, people are friendly, and neighbors take care of each other in a very genuine way. People love the quiet lifestyle, the friendly small towns, and the feeling that life here is slower, calmer, and more grounded. But here's the drawback. Services are spread out. Hospitals, grocery stores, even basic shopping can be far from rural homes. And winters can be rough and lonely if you're not used to isolation. A fun fact, Wyoming consistently ranks among the top states for residents who report feeling safe in their everyday lives. A measure that often matters more than raw crime data. If you want peace, space, and simplicity, Wyoming delivers that beautifully. A lot of folks overlook this place, but they shouldn't. Number 8. New Hampshire. New Hampshire is one of those states people don't talk about enough. It doesn't chase attention, it doesn't try to trend online. It simply stays consistent, calm, and safe. New Hampshire stands out for extremely low violent crime, one of the lowest in the country. It has strong communities, well-kept towns, and a population that values responsibility and independence. People love the good schools, peaceful neighborhoods, and the feeling that life is clean, organized, and stable. New Hampshire also has an interesting political culture built on personal freedom and accountability, a mix that truly encourages safety. The downside? The winters. If you don't like snow, cold, and long stretches of icy mornings, New Hampshire will test you. Hidden gem. New Hampshire has one of the lowest poverty rates in the U.S. And lower poverty almost always means higher safety. A quiet, responsible, steady state. And a very safe one. Now we're getting into the heavy hitters. Number 7. Massachusetts. It is a state many people misunderstand. They think big cities, busy streets, too crowded. But when you actually look at the data, Massachusetts has some of the lowest violent crime rates in the entire country. Why? because the state invests heavily in what actually prevents crime. Great schools, good health care, clean communities, upgraded infrastructure, and strong social services. People love the smart, active cities, and they love the safe, beautiful suburbs even more. Places like Newton, Lexington, Wellesley, Shrewsbury, and Concord rank as some of the safest communities in America. The drawback? Cost of living. Especially in the Boston area, it's high. Very high. Interesting fact, Massachusetts ranks top 3 in overall public health, which has a direct link to long-term safety and community stability. Modern, well-run, and safer than most people realize. This next spot has been getting a lot of attention lately, number 6, Maine. It is one of the most peaceful states you will ever see. It feels like a blend of old-fashioned charm and natural beauty. Calm oceans, pine forests, lighthouses, and small towns that look like they came straight out of a postcard. Maine stands out for very low violent crime and an overall lifestyle that is gentle, slow, and truly welcoming. People love the coastal towns, fresh seafood, the friendliness of locals, and the calm, peaceful pace of daily life. The drawback is simply distance. Many towns are far from each other, and some communities are very remote. Healthcare and major services can be a drive. Surprising fact, Maine has one of the highest volunteer rates in America. Why does that matter? Because communities that volunteer together also protect each other. And that creates real long-term safety. If you want peace, calm, beauty, and genuine kindness, Maine delivers all of it. Now we enter the top 5. The places with the strongest mix of safety, lifestyle, community strength, and stability. Any of these 5 could realistically make a case for number 1. Inubur 5, Connecticut. It might not be the first state that comes to mind when you think about safety. But the truth is that Connecticut has some of the safest suburbs and towns in the entire country. Places like Greenwich, Avon, Simsbury, Ridgefield, and Fairfield rank among the lowest crime communities in America. Not just the Northeast. Connecticut stands out for low violent crime, excellent schools, clean, beautiful neighborhoods, high community involvement. Many families love Connecticut because it combines the charm of New England with the convenience of being close to New York City and Boston. But without the unsafe chaos big cities sometimes bring. The drawback. Cost of living again. The closer you get to New York, the more prices rise. Interesting fact. Connecticut has been investing in youth programs, affordable housing, and community development, and these investments have steadily lowered crime for years. A polished, peaceful, very livable state. Number 4. Idaho. It has become one of the fastest growing states in the country. And a big part of that growth comes from people who want peace, cleanliness, and a safe place to raise their families. Idaho stands out for low violent crime, clean, organized neighborhoods, strong family-focused communities, lots of outdoor beauty. People love the mountains, the lakes, the open landscape, and the friendly, stable lifestyle. Idaho has a calm energy, the kind that makes everyday life feel smooth and simple. The drawback? Rapid population growth. Some long-term residents worry that too many newcomers might change the state's culture. Surprising fact, Idaho ranks extremely high in resident satisfaction, meaning people don't just feel safe, they feel happy and grounded living here. A beautiful, stable state with a bright future. Number 3. UTH. Idaho's one of the most consistent states when it comes to community strength. Everything feels clean, organized, and well-maintained, from roads to neighborhoods to public spaces. Utah stands out for low crime, excellent schools, strong emphasis on family life, steady economic growth. People love the mountains, the national parks, and the feeling the communities genuinely care about their residents. The drawback? Housing prices have climbed quickly. Demand is high, maybe too high, and affordability has started to drop. Interesting fact, Utah regularly ranks top 5 in overall life satisfaction, meaning people feel both safe and fulfilled living there. A clean, thriving, and incredibly stable state. Now we're down to the final 3. These are the states that rise above the rest. The ones built on stability, trust, community strength, and a deep sense of calm and safety. Let's break them down. Number 2. Vermont. It is peaceful in every sense of the word. Green mountains, cozy towns, clean air, friendly people. Everything feels warm, slow, and deeply grounded. Vermont stands out for the lowest violent crime rate in the United States. Not second lowest. Not top 3. Number 1. People love the strong community values, the small town charm, and the sense that life here is uncluttered, honest, and pure. The only drawback is the economy. It's smaller, and job opportunities aren't as wide as other states. And of course, the winters. They can be long, snowy, and cold. Big fact. Vermont consistently ranks #1 in community trust. And community trust is one of the strongest predictors of real-world safety. If you want peace, nature, kindness, and quiet living, Vermont feels almost perfect. I number 1. Anyway, JSA. Number 1 goes to New Jersey. This surprises a lot of people. But the numbers are absolutely clear. New Jersey has the lowest property crime rate in the entire nation, and some of the lowest violent crime rates, especially in its massive network of safe, well-maintained suburbs. New Jersey stands out for safe neighborhoods, excellent schools, strong police presence, high community involvement, well-funded towns, strong public services, very stable quality of life. Families love the parks, the beaches, the clean streets, and the sense of stability you feel everywhere. There's a warmth in the communities, from the small neighborhoods of Bergen County to the coastal areas around Monmouth and Ocean County. The drawback? Cost of living is high. Taxes are high. But that money goes into public safety, schools, and local services. And you feel the results immediately. New Jersey doesn't just look safe. It feels safe. Every day. And that's what puts it at #1. And that's our top 10. Did your prediction make the list? Or did something surprise you? Let me know in the comments. I read all of them, and your ideas help shape future rankings on this channel. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. We're exploring the best places, safest states, and most beautiful regions across America. And trust me, we've got a lot more coming. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.